The following is a Realtree outdoor production. All I can say is I hope you guys brought plenty of arrows, because I'm going to send a knock every one of them.
I brought a few arrows.
I brought plenty of money.
Money?
I brought money now. Hey, look at this. Look at that right there, boys.
Woo! Are we betting money? Are we betting money on all this stuff?
Not bad luck. You didn't see.
37 cents.
We're going to split that.
Let's split me and you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we got to win first.
We do have to win first.
Get your game face on.
Well, we got a serious archery tournament about to start here in just a few minutes, but right now we want to welcome you to Realtree's Bucks VII video, and I'm standing alongside good friend, serious friend, Michael Waddell, and my other good friend, David Blanton. And David, I'm really looking forward to the archery tournament, but looking more forward to the hunts we got coming up.
Well, this is an awesome video, Bill. Again, Volume 1 this year. You took a fantastic deer at the Milk River in Montana. It was 20 scoreable points, 185 gross Boone and Crockett. It was an incredible deer. We've also got some great hunts from right here in Alabama, Texas, Canada, Iowa. It's a great video.
You know, once again, we travel all over the country, and Michael, as much as we all like to bow hunt, we got some great bow hunts this year too.
We got some good bow hunts, but I don't really want to get involved in it because I'm kind of emotionally right now. I'm pretty psyched out because we got a big tournament coming up.
You are an emotional kind of guy, aren't you?
I don't like to. Right today, you're not my friends. I mean,
we're not your friends, but
no,
these folks out here are your friends.
Everybody out there is my friends, but you guys.
Right now, Michael is emotionally detached
from us.
That's right. You got to get in the zone.
Hey, well, I'm going to get your zone right over here at this first target, and we'll see who's going to be leading. And right now, we're going to show you some incredible hunts, and we're going to step up over here, and
get it on.
When we come back, let's just get it on.
Let's go.
Let's watch these hunts, too.
Good. I know who to pull for.
Well, the tournament is definitely on, but now we're going to go on a bow hunt with Michael Hamback, an outdoor writer. And Michael's no stranger to deer hunting with a bow and arrow.
For the stand here on the edge of this alfalfa. Back in transition, the stand's right here in this tree. Wind couldn't be any better because the bucks have been coming on this side here, upwind side of it. All the deer have been coming out right here between this natural funnel. So we're going to slip in here and get set up.
Now, Michael has taken several good bucks with a bow and arrow, but never a buck that nets 125. That's the qualification for Pope and Young. But little does Mike know that on this hunt, while he hunts this transition area from bed to feed, that his luck is about to change. And I personally know how good this particular stand site is. The evening before, I took my best bow buck ever, a 150-inch 8-pointer.
Ooh, look at the does out here. We got a bunch of does working in here in the alfalfa, which we figured the wind was perfect here. A lot of does came out kind of early. It's cold front came through, and we figured they'd feed a little earlier. We got some does working back in here too behind us, so the wind's good. They're popping out where we want them to, so hopefully something's going to happen here buck-wise. We know it's a couple of good bucks working in this area. Transition zone here from bed to feed, so we'll keep looking and see what happens.
Finally, after a couple hours of sitting on the stand, Mike spots a good buck working the scrape. This is definitely Pope and Young. Right here, there's a lot of anticipation. This buck can take several different trails. Mike just hopes he'll take the one that'll lead him by his stand. It looks like he's coming right toward Mike. He should get a 25-yard or closer shot. This is an awesome buck.
Tell me.
Mike waits patiently for the buck to give him a better angle.
You on him?
Oh, great shot, Mike. He won't be going far.
Oh, he's down. I see him, he's down. It's this unbelievable hunt or what? I see him down about 50 yards out there. We got set up, came in. I think one of the most unbelievable things about this hunt is there was a tremendous 147-inch deer shot out of the same stand yesterday evening at 6 o'clock. And here it is, 4 o'clock the next day. Came in, the wind was even better than yesterday. Sitting up here half an hour. 4 or 5 does filter in and out. Some get a little nervous with the wind, but a lot of times you just got to take a chance with that wind, you know, and just put it in your favor as best you can, then get with it. And then here they came, you know, 3 or 4 bucks come in, the big 9-point. I couldn't see him. The cameraman told me he was coming back in behind us and worked in perfect. Came in about 20 yards. I had to kind of wait until he was turned his head to go away to draw, but worked out great. My first Montana whitetail. Yep, got some here, some good sign. I think he went right up through this thick stuff where I was looking to, where I thought he went down. Yeah, went right around here. See what we got. Could have branched off here. Yep, right here. Should be up this way. One of those 2 trails. Let's see. Whew, there he is. Oh man. Look at the side of that rack sitting up there. Man. Whew. Oh man, what a deer. That is what bow hunting is all about. It's what makes a bow hunt for you. We're here on the Milk River, Montana, and my first Montana whitetail, in fact, my first western whitetail ever. I've hunted whitetails a lot of places and finally got the opportunity to come out here with the Realtree crew and just had an unbelievable hunt. As I said earlier, we were hunting a transition zone in here. As far as coming from bed to feed, we had alfalfa out here and a big thicket back here. And what we did, and I think is a really good point to make about a hunt like this, is a lot of times people hunting a feeding area will try to move in deeper and deeper off there because they feel these mature bucks, you know, are not going to come out real early. They're going to kind of stage back in there. Well, they do, but in this situation, you've got a short topography here. You need to look at that on an aerial photo and all. And see, you don't have much brush back here, so if you go too deep, you're going to bump them out of your bedding area. So that's why we set up here pretty much on the edge and sort of had a short transition zone there, and it worked out perfect. And I think one of the things that really helped us was the weather cooled off. We had some thunderstorms roll in, a cold front. That change in weather, boy, really turns the deer on a lot of times. This buck came in, made a scrape. He did a little rubbing, as you can see there, and made the move earlier and move better. So, unbelievable hunt, just tremendous. 4 o'clock deer, mature buck. Awesome hunt in Montana. That's what it's all about.
Well, there it is, Mike, your first Pope and Young buck. Now we switch gears and go to the Midwest where we join up with Jackie Cottle. Now, Jackie's something else with a bow and arrow, and he's won almost every major bow tournament that's held in the United States. But now he takes his bow skills to the test and goes hunting with Judd Cooney, who's got some land leased for his whitetail operation, and he's going to try to take a nice buck with a bow and arrow. Jackie sees a smaller buck work the edge of the field. Right now, this is the week right prior to the rut, and these bucks are really cruising looking for receptive does. Jackie's got his stand set up right on the edge of a field looking over some scrapes, and it's a little funnel area that these deer are coming through. Jackie catches some movement back in the brush, and he gets up and hopes that it's a good buck coming his way. Oh yeah, it's a nice buck. It is, it's definitely a nice buck. Jackie gets ready for the buck to present a shot. Great shot, Jackie.
Here's the arrow. Broke. Here's the point of it. Deer broke it when it left. Get that up so nothing get hurt on it. Nobody get cut. Walk up there and see if I can find a little blood.
Jackie waited 45 minutes to an hour and starts to look for the buck. The shot looked good, but he has questioned himself because at the high angle that he shot from, he wonders if the shot might be a little low, so he looks for the blood and finds plenty there at the beginning. But the further he gets, the thinner the blood trail gets.
Trail's getting a little thin. I think I'm gonna ease back to the camp and get a little help. See if we can't maybe get Judd to come up with me and see if we can't track this deer on down and get him. So we'll be back and get on the blood trail shortly.
After eating a good breakfast, Judd returns with Jackie to help retrieve his buck.
I left him right here, Judd, and he went on up the hill. Let's ease up through there and see if we can pick him up again. The blood's getting kind of thin, but I think he's hit good enough. We'll get him. Let's
No enough to find. That's what counts.
That's right. So let's
Stay with him till we get him.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna give up on him. So we're gonna go get him. Cross this log. Cross right up through here. Right on up through here. Pretty good blood here. We ought to find him pretty quick. Then he's putting it out now. I'm glad we found that thing. Heck of a trailing job.
Just would have got that buck.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I didn't have much to do with that.
Boy, these big deer up here, ain't they? They are large-bodied deer.
Big and tough.
Say, oh, that thing is I'd call that a bionic deer down in Alabama.
Yeah, that's a nice buck.
That's a dandy buck right there.
Buck. Boy, he's healthy.
Oh, he's a young buck. Yeah, he'll be
Those trees over good.
he's some good venison right there, won't he?
That's for sure.
He ain't no monster, but he's a good deer. Good deer. Tickled to get one like
180,
that.
200 pounds.
Yeah, maybe or more.
Oh, yeah. It'd be way more than that by the time we get him back to the
I
truck.
guarantee he will. Even though it's all downhill, it's going to be tough, isn't it? Thanks again, Judd. Great place, man. Enjoyed.
Glad to have you. That was boy, that shot would have been just a touch higher. He wouldn't have gone.
He wouldn't went nowhere
30
with it,
yards.
yeah. But like it was, it made it a little tough and
Oh yeah,
trailing
when you
job.
When you
But
earn them like that, well, they mean a lot more.
but we got him anyhow. That's the main thing.
For sure. Now
Let's
we
see
got to get him out.
Yeah, let's see if we can't get a little help and get him over towards the camp and get him dressed out.
Alrighty.
Well, speaking of good archers, here we're going to hunt with my good buddy David Blanton. Now, when it comes to archery skills, you won't find anybody more humble than David Blanton about his shooting ability. But I can tell you this, when it comes crunch time on a big whitetail, normally David brings them back to camp with him. David's hunting a management deer on the Timmins Ranch, and he's placed his stand on the edge of this big oat field. These deer are really hitting at this time of year, and it's pre-rut, and they're really cruising these fields, looking for receptive does. David hopes he can get one within good bow range and try to take a good shot. He ranges his surroundings and gets blended in with the Realtree camo. As the evening progresses, David spots two younger bucks sparring in the edge of the woods. This is not what David is looking for. But this is what he's looking for right here. This is an awesome management buck, and he's scraping on the edge of the field. With a little luck, maybe he'll come David's way. Just notice the body on this deer. This is what you're looking for when you're hunting mature deer. Big neck, sway back, just a big bulky body. This assures David that this is a mature buck. Slowly but surely, the nice buck beats his way toward David. Everything's going perfect and the buck slowly comes in. David is definitely going to get his shot. David slowly brings his bare bow to full draw and gets a good anchor. Now that, my friends, is Smoke City. The only thing this shot guarantees this deer is that he'll get to ride in the back of a pickup truck back to camp. Good job, David. That was an awesome shot.
What a buck. Man, that's great. Wow, what a body. We saw him go down. Obviously, he never knew what hit him. Look at that. Man, that's a good deer. Look at that. That is awesome. Obviously, he's a lot weaker on this side. He's got a good side on this. I knew that before I shot him, but it didn't matter. I was so excited. This is a great hunt. This is a big mature whitetail, a great management buck. This deer is going to be 4.5, 5.5 years old. But a lot of times when you see one side of the rack that's a lot weaker than the other, sometimes that can be the result of skeletal damage on the opposite side of the deer. Since it's his right side that's weak, his left side of his body somewhere may have suffered an injury at some point in time. But I am tickled. I am tickled. That is a great buck, a great bow hunt.
Now we go to northeast Montana to hunt with Brad Harris of Loman Game Calls. It's the first week in November, and these big bucks are really cruising right now. It's just a few days away from the peak of the rut. Rattling is really working good right now, and this particular buck that you see on screen is a monster. Brad's trying to rattle him in to get him a little closer with his rattle box, but he didn't want to seem to cooperate. But finally, at a distance of about 150, 120 yards, Brad decides to try to take a shot. He shoots right over him. He misjudged his distance, and this buck doesn't have a clue where the noise came from. But with a muzzleloader, you only get one shot. And one thing to keep in mind, let that deer burn in your head pretty good, because he's going to show up later in the video, and he is truly a monster. Well, a few days go by, and Brad and his cameraman have put some hard and bitter hours in their deer blind. And they've seen lots of good bucks cruising the fields, just like the one you see here. This is an awesome 10-pointer. But still early in the hunt, Brad decides to pass. This is the kind of deer you can expect to see when you hunt northeast Montana. Awesome bucks and some beautiful country.
Nice buck, 10-pointer. But we see a lot bigger deer in here, so gonna let him go.
Two days later, and on the last day of the hunt, Brad finds himself with the rattle box in hand and in the same blind, only this time he's starting to get some results from the rattle box. Just check out what happens here.
Here comes, that one's coming. He's running. He's running. He's running right off down that ditch. He's coming this way. He's gonna pop up right there.
Right here, Brad can see a buck in the distance working. The cameraman can't see the buck yet, so he stays on Brad.
There he is. He's right there around the edge. He's coming up.
Oh, this is a nice buck. And on the last day of the hunt, Brad decides if he gives him a shot, he'll take it. With a few soft grunts and a little more rattling, this buck is just running into the horns. Man, this buck is coming on a string. He's either looking for a fight or hoping to steal a girlfriend away from somebody who's fighting. Awesome shot, Brad. He went a good 2 foot to the ground.
Woo! Nice buck. Man, that was exciting. Golly. That was exciting. It's cold out here, but that buck came all the way around us, come to the rattle box and run right out there and stopped him. 25 yards. That muzzleloader did its job. Beautiful buck. What a great day. Let's go down and take a look and see what we got. Man, that's a nice deer. Man, he is pretty. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing. Whew. That is a nice, nice deer. Oh my goodness. Well, I tell you what, it's just been an awesome day, folks. We're out here in Montana with Bill Jordan. Bill's up the creek there where he's hunting, and I guarantee he's in bucks today too. It's just a beautiful day. It's 14 degrees this morning. The wind was out of the northwest. Blowing pretty good clip there for a while, and it got cold, but that's what these bucks like, and the activity just picked up. You can see this buck's really rutted up. He's swelled up. He's just a huge whitetail buck. Body size, you can see stuff hanging out of his antlers here. They've been rubbing. They're just on the peak of busting loose. And that's when that rattling and grunting really works well. Just rattled in a nice 8-pointer just a few minutes before, 20 minutes before, and let him go. And I looked over in the next field over across a brushy drainage. I saw that 8-point, or at least I thought it was the same one I rattled. And then I saw this one behind him. Said, hey, let's try it again, see what happens. This guy just, man, he just zeroed in on that rattle box. He come running in. He ran right under the tree. Actually ran past us, ran around a tree, ran past us, crossed the road, jumped the fence. I stopped him out there again with a grunt, and I thought, boy, he's too good a deer to let go by. And it's just an awesome hunt out here in Montana. These bucks are ruddy, and you're using some rattling and grunting.
Well, congratulations, Brad, on a great hunt. Now let's get back to the old bow tournament where the action's really heating
Right
up.
now, we want to be real quiet. It's after the first round, I'm in the lead. These two guys are tied for second, and David's about to shoot right now. We want to be real quiet. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I did, David.
Well, y'all would make very good golfers. You know, etiquette. You ever heard about etiquette?
What is etiquette?
We don't have it here.
Oh, yeah,
we
we-
can't define
I'm
it.
taking a shot. All right, so you got to get on your knees. This is a
it's on
shot.
the knees. I see.
He's gonna bow up a little on us. Look at him.
Good luck.
Take him.
Not bad. Little
You
high,
got up in that blade a little bit though.
but not bad. You next.
That reminds you of that little hunt out there in Montana we just saw, didn't it?
I'm telling you, it didn't remind me of my hunt because I didn't see mine along with handbacks. That's because we didn't get mine on video.
Tell us a little bit what happened. I tell you, that is probably our worst nightmare and the camera's worst nightmare. Tell us about it.
It was pretty bad at the time, but I was still happy to get the deer. But this buck had come out and come in, gonna be some awesome footage, and
An awesome deer.
he was an awesome buck, and he come right on in there just like we planned. But in our excitement, the cameraman never mashed the record button. Had the camera, he could see it through the viewfinder, but
You know, we always said in camera school
always
that
said
it was
that.
going to happen sooner or later, and it happened. Unfortunately, it was such a great deer, but also we saw Jackie Call took a good deer in Iowa. Mike Handback, the rider, took a great deer in that same tree.
And that where you
Yeah.
sure did.
Shot
I
your
shot
deer
the
from.
buck that
Day
we
after.
didn't get on video the day before he shot this deer, and he went right back in there and got another Pope and Young
All
buck.
right, redeem yourself, big boy.
All right, let's go. You're back. The
No
camera's
pressure.
rolling on
No
this one
pressure.
now.
You gotta
Assuming
get
the
on my knees,
position.
right?
Hey,
You better hope the camera's recording this time.
No pressure.
But good luck.
No pressure. No pressure.
Can you see now?
I can see. No. Hold on. Now see, I ought to get a handicap right there.
You got a handicap.
Good shot. Good shot.
That's a little low.
Little
but
low,
I
but
tell you
good
what, he'd
shot.
have ducked right into that one.
You think you're in Texas?
That
don't
took him down to the road to glory right there.
Hey,
might not score that
not a
good.
bad, not a
you?
bad
Here's the
shot.
lead in the clubhouse.
Wait a
Wait a minute, I'll get you to pick out
You gonna
your
pick me
arrow.
one? All right.
Pick out air, Mike.
Let me see.
Find a crooked one.
Let me see that.
Don't bend it. Give me
Bend,
my
bend,
arrows.
bend it, Mike.
Goodness
We
gracious.
need to do something. He's whooping us, Michael.
You put the whammy on this arrow.
I think he's going.
He jumped ahead on that first round, shooting that 10, but
I think he's going to
we're
fall
gonna see what he's we're gonna see what he's really got. He wants to-
right now. Let me.
That's a
Now,
deer.
y'all left
It's
the
a
door
whitetail
open.
deer.
Y'all left the door open just a little
The
bit.
door's wide open, Big Daddy.
It-
Don't
It's a whitetail deer.
door's wide open. No pressure. Just take your time.
Oh,
God.
good.
I think that one may count right there.
David. We
I get no respect, just
We
like
might-
Rodney Dangerfield. Let's go check these
keep
things.
up with that. We're going
Yep.
to go to the
Let's
ATM.
talk about the hunts we're going to see
All right,
real
what
quick.
else we gonna see right now?
We're going to go back out to Montana, Michael. I don't know. Should we show him that big deer?
I don't know. That was a big deer, though. That was a big deer.
That's probably for me a hunt of a lifetime, and
You're going
that's
to
how
see.
we got that deer. So I'm excited about
You're
it.
going to see a huge buck, folks. Bill goes out to Montana during the rut and saw this deer way off in an alfalfa field. It's an incredible hunt. Also, going with Terry Rom in Canada, Larry Washington in Canada, and then George Tallman, the guys at USO, are started putting in for Kansas whitetail archery tags. And Bob Folkrod took a great deer out there. We're going to see that hunt as well.
Well, they're gonna see a lot of good deer right now, and I just want to go see
I
this
don't want to
target.
walk up there.
Hey,
I don't want
y'all watch the hunts, and we're moving on to the next target.
This is terrible.
This is not good, Michael.
Well, as you can see, Bill is really putting some pressure on me and Michael. You know how it is. You got to let the boss show you up every once in a while.
Well, let's head to Kansas, where applying through U.S. Outfitters, Bob Folkrod drew a non-resident archery whitetail tag. And man, did we get on some deer in Kansas. These deer are really coming in these green fields late in the afternoon, and Bob's in a ground blind since there's no trees around, and he'd been blowing a grunt call, and this deer comes in really looking for that other buck. This deer is real intent on finding out who's coming in there grunting, trying to take his territory. This is a beautiful, probably 140-inch 10-pointer. This is a beautiful buck. One problem, however, I'm not sure Bob knows the exact distance. And as the arrow flies over the buck's back, you can see the disgust on Bob's face.
I'd like to tell you that's fun, but just a hair too far. I had to kind of guesstimate where that pin was over top of him. I guess I shot right over top of him. Bad estimate.
Well, at least Bob is trying to laugh about it. That's right, Bob, things will work out. Well, after hunting a couple more days and seeing some really nice whitetails, Bob's decided to move a stand. And he's picked up by Byron Arbogast and Larry Conrad.
They're doing the same thing they was yesterday. They're about 100 yards down below me for whatever reason. You know.
They staying up north of you all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah. This is that flat spot we can see right there. The deer seem like they're moving, instead of going north and south, they're going east and west more.
Okay. They're coming out of these sand hills and up in the...
Oh yeah, you can see them, and on both sides, up next to that big cattle fence or whatever it is up through there. And there's right in through here. There's a lot of activity going on. You can just they're
This
running.
thing necks up back here again, so and there's some good trees in there.
All right. Look at the scrapes here. Look at this rub. Look at this rub right here. We got as much of a bottleneck right here coming across this creek with this trail. And it's going there and there. Look at that scrape. Look at that scrape right there. We got
good scrape area.
We got an intersection right here. Why don't we get them stands and just set up right here someplace?
We can move you in and we'll get them down here and get you set back up.
I'll have a tree located by then.
Okay.
All right.
You can do it.
Well, as you can see, it looks like Byron and Larry and Bob found the perfect setup for bow hunting. Bottleneck with tons of big buck sign. All the rubs and scrapes in this area. This is an ideal spot. And to boot, they have found the perfect tree to hide Bob and his cameraman.
Man, the wind's gonna kill us today. It's going right up over here where them bucks been crossing the creek. The only hope we got is right in back of us where all them little bucks and them does came yesterday. Cut down through there and follow that creek down through. That's our only hope today. We need a little luck on our side once.
On the fourth day of the hunt, shortly after daylight, Bob spots a nice buck coming down the trail. Right over the shoulder. Awesome.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah! He's down, man. He went right down in front of us. Oh, man. Oh, it's been good. Oh,
That's a Kansas buck. We passed him up a couple. Bill even passed him up. Not on the last day, though. No, sir, man. I got turkey waiting for me on the table. I am going home for Thanksgiving.
Now, we've seen Bob go from a low to a high, and boy, that is an awesome shot.
Bingo. Look at that. Open him up. I can follow it right up over the hill. All right. He come down through here, circled around, came right back through here, and I'm trying to make him stop. What was that? What was that? All right.
You think Bob's excited? He should be. That's a great buck, Bob.
Look at that. They're still using that scrape. I don't know why the does are so hot, but they're still using it.
Well, Bob told George Tomlin with U.S. Outfitters, George, put me in for a draw in Kansas every year. I'm coming back.
No offense, Bill. You hunting like Stan. Hope you freeze your butt off. Look at that. Yeah. You know he ain't.
And now we know why. The bow hunting in Kansas was awesome. Just take a look at this deer.
Look at that buck. The thing is, we should know what he looked like. We passed him up enough times. I asked myself why. Because I'm just not in that caliber, man, yet. I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful buck. That's an 8-point. Couple of little stickers down here. He's real nice and heavy. This is a Kansas deer. My first Kansas deer right there. Oh, I want to tell you, George has got some deer up here. I'm serious. I mean, I've seen so many big bucks. I'm sorry, George, I had to settle for this, but it's the last day, and I got turkey waiting on the table for me, man.
No need to apologize, Bob.
I tell you what, folks, that's a really, really good deer right there with a doe. We've been watching him from up top, and we just moved in right here. This deer's got a lot of mass, got a lot of sticker and kicker points off of him. Probably been watching for about a half hour. He's just standing right there. It's just real hard to get to him. We think about trying to do a stalk, get onto him. There's a lot of deer out there in the field, so we're gonna do one or two things. We're either gonna try to do a stalk or try to find out where he goes off the field. And if we find out where he goes off the field to bed, we'll try to slip in there this afternoon and get pretty close to him so when he comes back out, that is a dandy buck.
This is Bill's third trip of the year back out to Montana to try to fill his whitetail tag. And Bill's persistence really pays off. And this time is no exception. There's a huge deer in this alfalfa field tending does. Bill and cameraman Heath Painter make their way along the riverbank.
Where we are right now, we've probably made our way about 800 to 1,000 yards down this river. The alfalfa field's up above us in this corner down here where that big buck is. What we're gonna try to do is just work our way down, and we're almost to where I wanna pop up. I think we can get real close to him.
Now during this stalk, Heath has had to lug about 60 pounds of camera equipment, camera, tripod, extra batteries, and try to get in position where they can see this deer. And this deer's over 200 yards away. Tending a small group of does, the buck urinates on his hock shortly after he stands up out of his bed.
That's a big deer.
That is a massive body buck. And look at him lip curling, trying to scent those does, which one's coming in the heat. That is an awesome sight. Look at all the trash on his horns. Kickers going everywhere. Bill draws a bead. Good shot, Bill.
Look at this big Montana whitetail. What a big deer. Look at all the sticker and kicker points on this deer. This is a great whitetail. Let's take a look at him. Big body. Let me just get over that first. Big body. Probably close to 300 pounds, but I want you to look at this rack. This is absolutely incredible right here. Big deer. Got a lot of mass. I'm gonna count him up for us real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Looks like we have around 20 scoreable points on him. But what a great deer. You know, let me tell you real quick what happened this morning, which you saw. We binoculars this deer from some far off hills. Saw him go out right here behind us in the corner. We went and got our stuff to come back, and before we got back, they were back out in this field. We couldn't get to our tree stands. So what we had to do was get probably 1,000 yards off. We dropped off underneath a river ledge, made our way all the way up underneath, and ironically enough, made it all the way to our tree stands, but we had to sit up underneath it. But I'm telling you, probably a 200-yard shot. Made a good shot the first shot, and just proud of this deer. That is a great Montana whitetail.
Wow, Bill, that is an awesome deer. Congratulations. Now let's go to Saskatchewan, where we join Terry Romp. Terry is with Wellington Outdoor Products, and of course Wellington is the makers of Tink 69 Doe and Heat. Now Terry loves to hunt Canada. He and his dad Dale have had several successful hunts in Canada in the past. Well, this week, Terry is with Realtree cameraman and producer Steve Finch. And folks, they will spend the entire week sitting in this little wooden box together. And you can rest assured they would know each other pretty well by the end of the week. Well, it's mid-November. The rut's really starting to get cranked off. And you really have to spend a lot of time out in the woods in Canada to have a chance at one of these really huge bucks at Northway Outfitters. Now, even though Terry and Steve had seen several really nice bucks during the week, they had yet to see the buck that they had come to Canada for. And they hunted hard all week from daylight to dark. On the last day of the hunt, after hunting 5 days from daylight to dark, putting in a lot of time, Terry and Steve decided to change blind locations. After finally getting settled in the new blind, they had only been there 20 minutes at most, and they looked up. Coming in was a huge whitetail. You talk about a shock to the system.
He's a shooter. He's a shooter. He's gonna walk. He's going.
You hit him, Terry. Good shot. A successful end to a long week.
All right. Boy, he's a nice one.
Up there he is. Down. Look at them horse. All right. Look at this whitetail. Shoot. All right. Look at the horns and the body. There's a crazy one that's broke off.
Good job, Terry. Wow, what a buck. It looks like he suffered some velvet injury with that bent tine. Now let's join Larry Wysoon in Canada.
We're up here in Saskatchewan on the Chappaquace Reserve, a place that's known for some really good whitetail deer. It's got some great country. These deer have had a chance to get some age on them. Been up here the last several days, kind of coming down the tail end of the hunt. Really, we've had some pretty warm weather by northern standards. Now, by old southern standards, it's been cold. But these deer really haven't been moving a whole lot like they normally would this time of the year. So we're coming down, as I said, to the last few days. We're going to do some drives. There's some real good draws with a lot of heavy cover, a lot of buck sign back in here, a lot of rubs and no scrapes. Gonna sit up here where we can watch this open side. The wind's right in my face, and hopefully that's what those bucks are gonna be doing, is running right in toward the wind. So we're gonna set up and see what we can come up with here in a little bit.
Boy, does Larry look tired. There you have it again. Hunt hard for 4 or 5 days, nothing happens, and finally, with only a day or two left in the hunt, things begin to come together.
Got a big heavy draw right here to the left. Big old wide open field, little scattered brush back in through here. Little narrow draw, it kind of goes back in. The wind is at our back. Hope they won't smell us, but they ought to be running into the wind. This ought to be a fantastic spot right here.
Larry's picked out a great vantage point for the drive. Now the drivers will start moving through the thicket, hopefully pushing out a good buck in front of Larry.
Here's something back here in the back. I can hear those deer walking on the snow. They've got to be there. They've got to be right on that edge. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Chances are he's going to be hauling the mail, just like this big ape. Come on, Larry. One more shot, Larry. Larry, I believe if you had one more bullet, you could get him.
I can't. I'm out of shells.
That's right, Larry. I know how you feel.
Sometimes you shoot at them, sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. I was all over that one at the wrong place at the right time.
What's that saying? Deja vu, Larry? This hunt looks vaguely familiar. So after a couple of days of psychological testing for both Larry and the deer, the hunt resumed. And we waited, and we waited, and we hunted. And we didn't see much of anything for a couple of days. Warm weather moved in, the buck movement slowed down to almost nothing. But finally, on the last day of the hunt, again, Larry, after doing some light rattling, looked up and saw a gigantic 10-pointer coming into the camera right before the last light on the last day.
He's down. He's down. Oh my goodness, that deer's down.
Now, the downside of Larry getting over his missing from a few days earlier is he's a little trigger happy, so we didn't get a lot of footage of the buck, but that's okay. Larry's back to being a healthy whitetail hunter again.
Went down fast. Oh, he went down.
Good job, Larry.
Gosh, you talk about things finally coming together. No light left hardly at all. Season is just about over with. Nothing was working right. Finally picked up the rattling horn, hit him together real quick. Saw this buck. I could see him right through the brush, and finally broke out in the open. It took me forever to get my bipod set up. Everything went wrong, and yet everything went right, because right at the last moment, here he was. He has got 10 long points, good mass, all the way through out, probably 20 inches inside. Here on the old chap waist, right in Saskatchewan. Last moment, I love it when a plan comes together, and I was beginning to wonder if this one was going to. Great way to end the last afternoon on a fantastic hunt.
Well, Larry, these deer might be glad you're leaving the country. Now let's head down to South Texas to the Perlitz Ranch, where we catch up with Chipper Jones, the all-star third baseman of the Atlanta Braves. If you've watched our videos in the past, you've seen Chipper hunt with us on the Perlitz, and it's taken some nice deer. On this particular hunt, Chipper takes a deer of a lifetime.
Well, we're back at the Perlitz Ranch, Sunday afternoon hunt. This morning we hunted the same stand, and there's a real solid 150 class buck that came in and just never presented us with a good shot. And this stand has about 25 or 30 does coming to it pretty consistently. So hopefully he'll come back. We're seeing a lot of nice bucks, but he's been the best one. Solid 150. Hopefully we'll get lucky this afternoon. There's a good buck. Good buck. Real nice dimple. That might be him. No. That's unbelievable. Those two deer look like they got some of the same genes in them. But he's a little bit smaller. And his horns are a little lighter. Look at him herding that doe off from out of the buck. Son, he's probably good, solid 140 class. Whew. Never thought I'd see the day when I let him pass. They're awfully fidgety. Oh God, there he is, there he is, there he is. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, that's him. Okay. Take it. He's gone behind that tree. He's gone behind that tree. I can't see him. There he goes. He's down. He's down. Whew. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say Chipper's pretty tickled right now.
Oh man, I love his stuff. That is an awesome buck right there. Yeah. Man, what a great buck. He's right out there. Let's go get him. I see a lot of horns, folks. I see some good tine length. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that perfect buck. Man, oh man. Son, what a perfect deer. Just a beautiful deer. Check out the G4s on that thing. 6, 7 inches, 5, 6, 7 inches long. G3s are 10 plus. Good brows, good mass. They don't come too much more perfect than that, folks. Son.
I tell Chipper did good at the Pearlets, didn't he?
Ooh, he did mighty good.
That was a good deer, but you know, Pearlets year in and year out is one of our better ranches we go to.
Yes, it is. And that hunt in Kansas here with folk rod over the shoulder that early morning, that was an awesome hunt.
I mean, Kansas, I tell you what, Kansas is a hot spot. I mean, we got a hunt with Bill on video this year. It's going to be on volume 2. That's absolutely unbelievable. That's one of the most exciting hunts I've ever seen, actually, with a bow.
I don't know that I've seen you that excited in a long time after you took that.
Well, that's on volume 2, but I tell you, I was equally excited on that big buck from Montana.
Why?
He was a little small. He only had 22 points. I just want to get that in for everybody.
He was small body, though.
Yeah,
he's small body.
I'd get excited if it was a big deer, but on something like that, I'd
310 pounds.
Just a good camera deer.
Well, get excited at this.
Yeah, look at
if
this.
you're talking about excited.
Now, who gets to shoot first here?
I get to shoot first. It's my turn to shoot first.
All right, we're on the 4th target.
You know, does water scare y'all like when you play golf?
Bill, just
when you play golf?
Hey, Bill.
You got game face, Mike.
Hey.
Game face.
We're going to do something a little bit
All
different.
right, we're on our 4th
We
target.
got water, unknown distance.
Bill, you just shoot. I'm narrating, you shoot.
We're going to sit shooting down.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Here it is. Here it is.
It's time to check in the ball game, baby. Come on
I don't know if I can do this or not, but we're going to try it anyway.
We're on the 4th target.
Ain't no pressure. You got plenty of arrows. Look at
I got to find the arrow that floats.
Who's leading? Bill's still leading. Bill's still leading by
3 points.
3 points.
3 points. Yeah, that's right. So he
All right.
But he gets to shoot first now too. So
I've never shot sitting down before, so I'm going ahead and making my excuse right now. But
we got to be real.
Y'all be real quiet.
Quiet.
Right.
Water in the background. There's a big old bass right there in the background.
I need to be
Bringing up-
fishing.
Oh, here comes lunch. She's bringing up lunch.
He's gonna shoot a bass right through the gig. Oh! That's a good
That's
shot.
a good shot.
That's a
I
good
don't know.
shot.
I don't know.
Well,
That's gonna be close to 10 for real.
That's a good shot.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Don't let that water, it's kind of like carrying the ninth green, you know, over water. So don't let that water get you.
All right.
Michael, you actually could pick up some ground right here with a 12.
I don't know that Bill's into 10, to be honest with you.
No, I'm saying you could pick up a lot of ground with a 12.
That's a
You're
pretty
right.
good shot from this far
I'd be
back there,
satisfied
guys.
just picking up
Good
the
luck,
ground by
Michael.
hitting him.
I do want to wish you good luck.
Well, I appreciate all the.
We promise not
Generosity.
talking your backstroke. He's concentrating.
Oh.
I tell you, that's
If I
gonna
could-
be close now. I'm telling you, it looks a little high, but you know the McKenzie's, they got that 10 up there pretty good now.
Hey.
Come on, D, you come
Hey.
with it. I mean, I take
A
it.
lot of room in the middle right here, David.
Oh,
It
I'm
shouldn't be
gonna go
any
ahead and-
pressure.
That's gonna be closer than you
Shouldn't
think.
be any pressure at all.
It's gonna be closer than you think.
Before I shoot,
I want to wish you good luck.
Go ahead,
wish me
David.
luck.
I hope you go fishing.
Have I
I mean,
gotta
I hope
sit
you hit
down?
him. I really do.
Have
hope
I
you
got to
hit
sit down?
You gotta sit down,
Let's
please.
just see what happens here.
Oh, man.
He's getting kind of old. He may not be able to get back up.
He's getting kind of over the hill, ain't he?
That gray hair, you selling that gray hair?
All right, good luck. You got lots of room.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's
All right.
go
Gotta go
see.
fishing.
Let's go see.
What we got coming up next?
Well,
We got some awesome hunts from Texas. Again, you took a great deer at the Pearlers with your bow.
I took that deer after Christmas, after the first year down in Texas, back on the Pearlers Ranch, a bow buck, and what else we got?
Well, Michael, you and Larry Weissoon took our Realtree Shooting Time Sweepstakes winner
That's
to the
right.
Encinitas.
He got an awesome buck, Mr. Livingston, and he got an awesome buck, and I actually had a chance to do a little hunting myself. So.
Well, the Encinitas Ranch, you know, we've hunted there for many years, and this is going to be close
But wait a
up
minute,
here.
my favorite hunt of the whole video comes up, and that's little Josh Scott here in Alabama.
That was right here in Alabama, actually.
Folks, that's the hunt you're really going to
That was
enjoy,
something.
but let's go see how big a lead I got now after shooting these.
Hey, I think I'm in the lead still.
How'd he? It's gonna be something now.
He
That's
must be
gonna close.
he must be adding up in
Golly.
elementary school.
Well, as you can see, the 3D archery tournament is really heating up. I better keep a close eye on those guys keeping score. Well, it's on to the Tecumseh Ranch, and Jeff Foxworthy went with us this past year, and he's hunting a management buck. And it took him a few days to find the right management buck, but finally, on the last morning of a 3-day hunt, this buck steps out in the sendero way off.
How far is he?
He's got a good frame on him, too. It's quite a buck.
Go ahead and take it. What do you got him at? About 400? Yeah, about 450.
Wow, this buck is over 400 yards away. But luckily, Jeff is using a long-range rifle, specially built by Tim McWhorter. Wow, what a shot.
Man, good shot. What? Look how far that is. Good night. People in Georgia don't go that far on vacation.
There's more blood, Jeff.
Well, he couldn't have gone far. He didn't go far. There he is right there.
All right.
Man, look at this awesome animal. Oh, man.
He is up there.
He is a beaut. That's an old deer.
Yeah, it
old
is
deer.
definitely an old deer.
Look at his forehead and the ears.
Man, good shot. I can't believe
I tell you what, you guys at the Tecumseh Ranch, what you're calling a management deer, other places call him trophy. Man, this is an awesome,
that's an
awesome deer.
Well, he's just so old.
Oh, man.
You weren't gonna get any better.
Boy, and a long shot, that was, thank you. I mean, I will
welcome.
remember this always. What a thrill.
Well, there's nothing like a hunt going down to the wire.
It's the second day of the hunt. We've got a ground blind built down at the end of the sendero. Seeing a lot of deer movement. It was just warm weather. The movement's really early in the morning or late in the afternoon. So we're gonna ease down. We're gonna go get in this ground blind this afternoon. The wind's starting to pick up and it'll die down and pick up and it'll die down. Should be a great afternoon. I think there's a weather front coming in here the next day or two. These bucks should move this afternoon. This is really a good looking spot.
I was lucky enough to be Gary Schwartz's guest again at the Tecomate Ranch, and this year I'm hunting for a management buck. Now last year I shot a tremendous whitetail down here, a huge 14-pointer. This year I'm totally content to go down and try to take a big, mature, heavy-bodied 8-point. And that's exactly what I ran into on the second day of the hunt. Out in front of him in the grassy sendero is a young spike and a big-bodied 8-point. At this point, I knew this was the buck I wanted to take. I just wanted to get some good footage of the deer before we shot him, and also allow him to give me a good shot by turning his body. I used a little Hunter Specialties rattle bag to get a better look at his rack. I could clearly see the good mass. If you notice the sway back on this buck, will tell you he's an older buck. I tried to get this buck to turn to give me a better shot, but he wouldn't cooperate with the grunt call. Finally, the deer begins to turn. All right. He's down. Wow, look at the size of the body on this deer. Again, these Tecomate bucks just continue to amaze me at how big a body they are. It's got to be that lab, that year-round food plot system here at the Tecomate that Gary Schwartz is doing. This is a fantastic management buck. He's a mainframe 8. You can tell he's a big body. This is exactly what we were looking for. I'm down here hunting management bucks this week. This is a great management buck. This deer's 5.5, 6.5 years old. He's got good mass on his horns. He's very active in the breeding process. These are the kind of deer that you want to take out of the breeding pool to promote the 10-point and 12-point genes. This is exactly what we're looking for. This has been a great hunt here on the Tecomate Ranch. Fantastic. Wow. Folks, now I'd like to introduce you to Mike Levinson from Greendale, Wisconsin. Mike was the lucky winner of the Encinitas Ranch, Shooting Times, Realtree, Deer Hunting Sweepstakes, and boy, was he in for a hunt of a lifetime. Not only did he win a great hunt, but he was guided by Larry Weissoon. Larry is the master at rattling whitetails in South Texas and a great friend of everybody here at Realtree. And boy, the first 3 or 4 days, they just rattled in lots of bucks. Mike wasn't just ready to shoot any buck. He really wanted to wait for a real trophy. So as it turned out, on the last morning of the hunt, boy, this seems like to be the year of the last morning hunts. Mike and Larry Weissoon and cameraman Mike Robertson eased up to a big hayfield, and they saw one huge buck laying down, a big buck standing up, and a bedded doe.
I can't hold still.
As Larry and Mike began sizing up the bucks, Mike started to get a little nervous, being the last morning, knowing he's got to catch a plane home, and he's having a hard time holding steady. With coaching from Larry, Mike begins to calm down.
Did you go down?
Great shot, Mike. And as he shoots, the bigger buck, bedded in the back, stands up and glances over his shoulder before running off.
Good shot, man.
Good shot. Pressure shot. It was.
I'm telling you.
Pressure shot.
Thank you.
Last minute. Remember what I told you?
John Elway comes through.
Everything happens.
Or should I say Brett Fire? Larry, thanks. This is a beautiful buck.
He is a beautiful shot.
Beautiful
But I'll
buck.
tell you something, that was a great shot. Coming down to the last moments of the hunt, getting ready to go to the plane here in just a little bit, and guess what?
Well, that was pressure. Wow.
Well, I knew something was going to happen good this morning. We were out a few little ones, but it's just a matter of time. The timing was right, and here you get these dead-gum bucks. They come in here and lay down in these fields with these does where they can keep an eye on them. And I knew that if we couldn't rattle up the big bucks, that's probably where they were going to be, is bedded up with a doe somewhere. But that was a great shot, about 300 yards.
Well,
Squeeze the trigger. Now, you told me you were going to do something with your rifle that you won through the sweepstakes after the hunt was over with.
yeah, I'm going to give it to my dad.
That is out of this world. I know he's going to be extremely pleased, proud, and probably tickled to no end to have that particular gun right there, and especially with what you did with it here today. Any advice for anybody else that might be interested in coming down here to hunt the Encinitas?
Some nice bucks, some big animals. Really nice bucks.
Well, I'll tell
A
you
lot
what,
of them, too.
on behalf of Shooting Times, Realtree, and the Encinitas Ranch, we're tickled we had a winner like you that could shoot straight.
Well, Mike, it was a pleasure having you as our guest at the Encinitas Ranch. Now we join Michael Waddell. Now, Michael has to be in dire straits before he'll pick up a firearm to go after a deer. He's the hardcore bow hunter of the bunch.
I brought it down to the last morning. We only can hunt to about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And these bucks right now, they're chasing these does like crazy. I was bow hunting earlier in the week. I got the 300 Winchester mag out right now. We're gonna see if we can't catch up with one. So far, we've seen a few deer, but it's been kind of slow. It's been so warm. There's a doe way out there in the cut.
Again, last morning hunt. Michael patiently sits and waits and watches. Sure enough, Michael sees the buck trailing the doe.
There's gotta be a buck behind her. Big buck, there. He's right there. He's right behind her. Right behind her. Get on that fence. He's gonna come right on that fence right there, right on that fence. He's wide. Come right down the road.
Wow, that's a nice buck.
Got him, baby.
Unbelievable, Michael.
That drops him a lot quicker than that bow. I mean, he's a good deer. Man, he's wide. I'm talking about we didn't have much time. I mean, that doe come hauling butt across here in a matter of no time, a matter of 300 yards. They covered 300 or 400 yards before we even had a chance to get the camera on him hardly. He come and they hit this fence, and this doe come running down the fence, and oh man, I mean, wild. I mean, they was wide open. Had to shoot him kind of at a tricky shot, but luckily I knocked him down. He's out.
Good for you, Michael. What a buck.
Thank you, Larry. You taught me into bringing the rifle this morning. We reached on out there and touched him. Now that's what I'm talking about. Peak of the rut, these deer running down. I mean, we hardly had any time. I mean, we look out across the thick brush, and here comes this doe just hauling boogie across this thick mesquite brush. And right behind her is this dude. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Man, I tell you what, I've been bow hunting all week. Larry Weissoon told me, he said, you need to put that bow down and grab your rifle. These bucks are running right now, chasing these does, and hunting with that bow, it's gonna be tough to catch up with one, and he was exactly right. So he talked me into it, and I got the 300 Winchester mag out this morning, and buddy, it paid off. I'm talking about an exceptional buck. I'm tickled. Wide, he must be 23 inches wide. Maybe not quite that wide, 20 inches at least. But I'm talking about peak of the rut, bucks are running does everywhere. Seen this deer come out of the brush, actually seen a doe come out of the brush, running, come right down this fence here, and there's a big crossing right here, and this doe was just totally being harassed by this buck. Didn't have much time, didn't get tons of footage of the deer. But what was there, we had to take. And if I was gonna take the deer, I had to take him when I did. And shot the deer, man, he just went down right in his tracks. I couldn't be any happier. Encinitas buck, man, what a great deer.
That's awesome, Michael, but that's a loud bow. My favorite hunt of the year was with young Josh Scott from Boaz, Alabama. Josh and his dad, Keith, came down to hunt with us for a few days, and Keith and Chuck Sykes, the manager at Circle Inn Lodge, built us a great ground blind. Chuck had been seeing a lot of deer coming in these green fields late in the afternoons. Young Josh has severe spina bifida, but that has never kept him out of the woods. He loves to hunt deer, turkey, squirrel, you name it. Josh loves to be in the outdoors. This was going to be a special afternoon. And as it turned out, and as you're going to hear, Josh and I, well, we had a special visitor that afternoon.
1, 2, 3. We need to get in here and get fixed up. Let this Realtree hardwoods blind do its job. This stuff is amazing. I don't think there'll be a deer able to see us for forever. Let's drop this down right here and get you covered up. I think we're in good shape. You sit here and I'll go get our guns and put your chair up, okay? Be back in a few minutes.
Now, Josh and I had only been in the stand probably 10 minutes, and we were busy giving each other a hard time, and we looked up and saw a great 10-pointer walking in the field. We were both caught off guard. What can we do to make it steady?
I mean, whenever I shake like this, I just keep it steady.
It just, I mean, that's okay. If you're nervous, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Let him stop. Okay, right there. Now remember, Josh is shooting a single shot contender, and reloading and getting another shot was virtually impossible.
It's all right. Wait a minute, don't mind.
I felt so bad for Josh, but this was definitely a memory we'll always have. And after making sure the deer wasn't hit, Josh's dad came back and delivered the verdict.
I couldn't find anything that made me think he hit the deer. As best as I can tell, it was a clean miss.
Well, I knew I had missed him because he came out from that way, started feeding out there on the green field for a little while, and then came over this way. I waited on him to turn broadside, and whenever he did, I shot. Went like right below him and jumped up, ran off to the back of the woods, and
Well, Josh, as a member of the Realtree team, you are welcome to come back and hunt with us anytime you want. Now we head back to the Perlitz Ranch in South Texas. Bill is bound and determined to take a good whitetail down there with a bow and arrow. His first hunt to the Perlitz proved to be unsuccessful. He saw lots of big deer, but failed to get within bow range. But on this return trip back to the ranch, Bill decided to hunt one of his favorite stands on the Perlitz Ranch, the Cadillac stand. Bill and his cameraman Chuck Sumner had been in the stand probably 30 minutes when they looked up, and coming out of the thick mesquite across the way was a gorgeous 10-pointer. This was an awesome deer.
You got it, Chuck. Are you on him, Chuck?
You can tell by the wide shoulders and the slump in the back that this is an older, mature buck, probably 5.5 or 6.5 years old. You'll notice on a lot of these deer in South Texas, you'll notice a bare spot on the top of their back between their shoulder blades. This is simply from crossing under barbed wire fences. These bucks would much rather go under a fence than jump over a short fence. Wow, this deer's really coming close. Take your time, Bill. Wait for a good shot. Finally, the buck begins to turn, giving Bill a broadside shot. Bill takes his time, comes to full draw,
Bit.
steadies his pin. Awesome shot, Bill. Awesome shot.
Down.
Wow, he's going down right on camera.
He's down. Oh, more am I excited. Boy, am I excited. That's a dandy buck right there.
He won't be hard to find, Bill.
That deer didn't go 35, 40 yards. Guy came in. What a great hunt.
That's an awesome job on the hunter and the cameraman's part.
I can't wait to take a look at that buck. Look at that great buck.
Look at this dandy buck right here. Folks, now this is what you call a true South Texas trophy. Let's take a look at him real quick. Just a great, great 10-pointer. You know, one thing that I noticed when he came in, he's got long G4s right there. Got good G2s and 3s, brows. But I am extremely happy with this buck, especially being a bow buck. But this temperature has dropped throughout the day this afternoon, and we just started seeing deer right before he came in. And luckily, he made his way, you know, straight in there to us and made a good shot. But you know, this stand right here, tell you just real quick about it. This is called the Cadillac stand. Jimmy Perlis and I put it up several years ago, and we always come in here and check it out from time to time. And today, it really paid off with this great 10-pointer.
All right, guys, we now down in my neck of the woods now, down in this brush.
Well, that was some great hunts coming from the sweepstakes down there at the Encinitas.
Oh, that was awesome. We had a good hunt down there. I mean, Mike Livingston, you know, he drew that hunt, and man, the deer were moving down in Encinitas, and we had some good hunts.
That's the biggest deer he'd ever taken?
That was the biggest deer. He was so pumped. You know, he's seen a lot of good deer. We told him not to shoot the first thing that come out, and so he let a bunch of bucks walk. And the last morning, he took that deer with Larry, and it was just absolutely an unbelievable hunt. So
I tell you, that was a great hunt, and I had a good hunt on the Perlis Ranch once again. Good way to end up the season for me. Shot him after the 1st of January, but what about Josh?
Well, Volume 1 was a great video and a lot of great hunts, but my favorite hunt was Josh Scott, a little trooper man from Boaz, Alabama.
Good
Big
guy.
10-pointer, walked out on his nerves. He said, I said, take him, Josh. He said, I can't get the gun to sit still.
Well, the neat thing about that, David, you know, talk about Josh is when we was talking to Josh, he wanted to take a buck. He never took a really nice deer, and so the first nice buck that walked out there, he was going to take. And man, just the good Lord wanted him to see a good deer, because we was hunting in Alabama where the deer hunting's tough, and a 10-pointer walked out there and
made it worthwhile.
It sure did.
Speaking of worthwhile, I'm leading, and this was the last shot.
But your lead has dwindled down to 1.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's okay,
Yes, sir.
but I am
2.
the lead, and the pressure is on you guys. So you picked the shot, haven't you?
Well, somebody done stole my arrows, man.
What arrows?
I lost my arrows.
Take one of mine.
No, that won't be.
You can have one of mine if you want.
Here.
Oh, well, there's my arrow right there.
Where?
I can get it. Hold on. Let me get my arrow. I dropped them coming down through here.
Mike, you got to keep up with your quiver.
Golly.
I tell you, you know, if you shoot...
Well, if Bill paid me more, I could afford a quiver, but I see I ain't even got a quiver.
Yeah, I think
All right, here we go.
just knocked it right out.
But now I'm picking a shot, and you see this, we got to stand on
what
this.
we got to do?
Stand on this particular rock here, and we got a little brush in the way. But like I said,
Let's move that deer out in the open where we can see him.
We want them down in the brush. That's where them big bucks
You know,
live.
when you're down and out, you have to resort to this, don't you?
Time
I want to
out.
wish you luck.
Thank you. I know you really mean it.
I do mean it. Oh gosh, what a shot!
Oh my goodness.
You're only one down, Michael.
Now you're moving way too much.
Oh,
nice shot. Nice shot. Good shot, buddy.
Well, come on, go on with it.
Dave,
go on
you
with
up,
it.
Dave?
Go on,
I'm the leader in the clubhouse, and
just don't nick that limb. That'll knock your arrow way off. I don't think mine must not have nicked it.
What's up with that, Michael?
Oh man, money's on the line now.
So now, before we shot this target, Bill's 1 up over you and 2 up over me.
And 2 up. So I mean, actually, there's a lot can
happen. A lot riding on this. 37 cents.
No pressure, Dave.
Y'all be quiet. Y'all just be quiet.
Fired up, buddy. Fired up. Go ahead, man.
Y'all come to shoot on this, haven't you?
Hey guys, etiquette. Remember?
Okay, y'all come to shoot on this one, haven't you?
Take time, D.
And the crowd is quiet.
Everybody's to a standstill.
Ooh,
Good shot.
nice shot.
Smoked him.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Come on. You
That may be it right there,
David,
Bill.
you can tell David grew up in that disco era. All right,
No
hey, ain't no pressure.
Bill, wait a minute. I like his hair better.
I got mine all picked out. Y'all just kind of sit right there.
Come on.
I'm just deciding on that 12 ring. Isn't that 12 ring right above that orange fletching?
No, I think that orange fletching is in the 12 ring.
All right, so this one's going right there too.
This is for all them 37 cents.
This is for the 37 cents.
And bragging rights.
Oh, he pulled it to the right.
Oh,
wait a minute. That was a practice error.
No,
wait. No, wait.
Last target. Don't tell me I've lost it on the last
All right,
target.
Michael, go give us a reading.
The pressure was way too much on
Go
this.
give us a reading. He's going to check it out, Bill.
Check it out, Michael. And Michael, I'm splitting with you. David's earnings, that is. Folks, we out there, we've had a great time. Hope you enjoyed Monster Bucks Volume 1. And David, we had some great hunts this year.
Well, it was a great trip again. All the friendships again. We make more friends every year. People really treat us special when we're on the road. It's just been a great ride. The outfitters too.
Well, you know, we're going to have the outfitters' name and numbers up, and all these places we hunted, you folks can hunt there too. And I tell you, they're great places to go hunt. So if you're interested in hunting these places, give them a call. But I want to thank you once again, and I think it's pay up time.
It's been
Michael.
fun. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
No, don't
What
cheat.
is it, Michael?
I'm gonna call them out.
All right,
Write them down.
All right.
David Blanton, 10.
Oh.
Bill Jordan, 8. Michael Waddell, 20.
No. What'd you get, Michael?
A 10. And then you
No.
both got a 10.
Thank you, folks. I've won this one.
No, Michael won.
No, you didn't win, did you?
You were one ahead.
Pay up, baby.
You were one
There's
ahead.
no way.
He
You was-
shot a
you was-
10, you shot an 8. Folks, we'll continue this on Volume 2. I think we've got some settling up to do.
Yeah, y'all do y'all's jobs at stake at this. Michael, what you doing this fall? He may not be with us this fall, but folks, we want to thank you for joining us. As I always say, when you have an opportunity, take a child hunting and fishing so they too can enjoy the outdoors. From Michael Waddell and David Blandon, I'm under protest. We'll see you right back on Volume 2.
Hey, Mike, here's the 37 cents.
All right, I'll buy you all.
There was a conspiracy. There's no way I can be leading all the way to the end and I lose. Give me my air back.
Come on, I'll go buy you a cold drink. If they still got them, they got them RCs for sale down
I'm going to get a barbecue.
At Lila's down there for 25 cents.
Just a hair too far. Folks, now this is what you call a true South Texas trophy. Let's take a look at it real quick. Just a great, great 10-pointer. Sometimes you shoot at them, sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't.
I'm talking about an exceptional buck. I'm tickled. Wide, he must be 23 inches wide.
What a hunt, I'll tell you. Northway Outfitters, they got some tremendous whitetails. This is what it's all about. Big, mature whitetails.
I am tickled. I am tickled. That is a great, great buck. A great bow hunt. Wow, that's awesome.
That is what bow hunting is all about. It's what makes a bow hunt for you. Here on the Milk River, Montana. And my first Montana whitetail, in fact, my first western one.
I'd call that a bionic deer in Alabama. That's a dandy buck right there. Oh, he's a young buck. Yeah, he did.
You got the Commonty Ranch. What you're calling a management deer, other places call them trophy. Man, this is an awesome. That's an awesome animal. Well, he's just so old. Boy, and a long shot that was. Thank you. I mean, I will remember this always. What a thrill.